if it's not Paul George, and maybe something happens where the Clippers do, he ends up going insane back with the Clippers. Who do you think? Because obviously you mentioned they're kind of star hunting. They got to get another guy probably to go with Joel and Tyrese and stuff like that. Do you see another guy? Is there a guy that makes sense to them that could be possible in free agency, or maybe a trade? Or should Knicks fans be worried that they could be a top contender to go after OG in the summer?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think. See, I think OG will probably go to re-sign with New York, right? That's what I think.
Mm,
My thing is, I think that right there in the free agency, they really don't have a lot available. They don't. I mean, like, I don't think they're going to go back after James Harden after all this, right? You look at it, I mean, it's funny. The top free agent right now is Tyrese Maxey, and he's restricted.
mm,
And we know the Sixers are
yeah.
going to re-sign him. And then there's Tobias Harris. So a name that keeps popping up, and I don't even know if he's a good fit, but if you're all about going star hunting and you got to go get a guy, I mean, you got to ask yourself, are the Sixers going to be willing to overpay DeMar DeRozan? Like, you know what I mean? And then
Huh.
when you look at
Okay.
DeMar, you ask yourself, does he fit in well with the Sixers? And I don't think he does. I feel like you want Maxey to have the ball. You got Joel, and then you don't need another guy that's going to be ball dominant, right?
Yeah.
So to me, I think that right now it could be Paul George or bust, so to speak. If not,
Mm.
they may have to bring Tobias Harris back. But so it's not this summer. Everything sounds great, but right now, unless the Sixers know something everybody else doesn't, it could be slim pickings in free agency to get that superstar type of player.
So I'm gonna throw out a wild idea, and it's wild, but it's not completely impossible. But the Suns ain't headed in a good direction. They're just not. It's not working.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal, nobody wants him. Devin Booker's the homegrown guy. Would Kevin Durant be the option if the Suns say, okay, this didn't work, we spent a bunch of money, this isn't happening, we need to go in a different direction? Okay, we'll move Kevin. Is that somebody you think the Sixers would even think about? I mean, we just talked about Paul George and age and everything, but Kevin's been great this year, so it's a little different situation.
Oh yeah. They like, hey Paul. It'd be one of those like, hey Paul, like we love you, bruh, but I'm sorry, you're not
Yeah,
coming to Philly. And then
yeah,
hey, Kevin will be there. Oh yeah, I think if Kevin Durant came, the only problem is I don't know who they would want off the Sixers roster
yeah. That's
outside
true.
of Embiid or Maxey, right? And
Yeah,
and but the thing is, if they got Kevin Durant, I mean, I think that this would be a quality team, honestly,
yeah.
because you got it on three different levels, three levels. So yeah, I mean, Kevin Durant, that would be a great one, but the only problem is, so like, in order, you would probably have to do a sign and trade or whatever. You have to do some other things. But I don't know, like, if a team would, let's say, like, would you trade him for Tobias Harris if you're the Phoenix Suns, or
Yeah.
and Kelly Oubre? I don't think that's going to happen. You know what I mean? But he would be
Yeah.
great. He would be great.